Hi. Is there any potential harm to consuming supplements? Well, anything in excess can do harm, including vitamins and minerals. It all depends on the dose. Overdosing on certain vitamins, such as vitamin A, can definitely do harm. But what about more moderate doses at the level of around 1 times the RDA? Well, according to a number of headlines several years ago, and I quote, "Vitamin pills can cause death." And these headlines were based on the work of the Danish scientist Christian Glut, who together with his colleagues had performed several meta-analyses, where they looked at the effect of supplementation with antioxidant micronutrients, and then we're talking about retinol, vitamin E, and beta-carotene. And they looked at the effect of these micronutrients on mortality, basically the risk of dying from any cause. And remember, in a meta-analysis, you don't perform new studies, but you look at all the data from previous studies and analyze them together. And in one of the earlier analyses, they found that supplementation with these vitamins increased mortality risk by 5%. And that number led to the vitamin pills can cause death headlines. But I want you to realize that 5% is very little compared to, for instance, the more than 300% higher mortality risk in heavy smokers compared to non-smokers. Now, the notion that vitamin supplementation may actually be harmful was first raised by a now renowned publication from 1994 that was based on the so-called alpha-tocopherol beta-carotene cancer prevention study. And in this trial, a group of Finnish and US researchers investigated the effect of supplemental vitamin E and beta-carotene on cancer in male smokers. And in complete contrast to everybody's expectation, they found that beta-carotene increased the risk of lung cancer in the Finnish smokers. And it was at that time a shocking result. And now, 20 years later, the smoke has cleared up a little, and if we put it all together, the evidence that beta-carotene supplementation increases cancer risk is weak. What's also clear, though, is that it doesn't protect against cancer either. In the view of most nutrition scientists, the main message that can be drawn from the original study and from several subsequent analyses is that use of retinol, vitamin E, and beta-carotene supplements confers no benefit at all for reducing risk of chronic diseases. And then we're talking about cancer and cardiovascular disease. And this is where there is a bit of controversy, may perhaps even be harmful. Now, I should point out that this aspect of being potentially harmful has been specifically raised for those 3 vitamins: retinol, vitamin E, beta-carotene. Personally, I feel that many academic nutritionists have been particularly eager to trash vitamin and mineral supplements, perhaps because it violates their philosophy of getting nutrients from foods instead of pills. In my view, if you stick to a supplement that provides maybe 50% of your RDA, you are not doing any harm to your body. It may be completely useless. In fact, it probably is completely useless, but at least you're not hurting your body. And perhaps you've found studies indicating that supplement users are healthier than people that do not use supplements. And I want you to carefully think about that type of evidence. What may be the problem with it? You may also wonder, do I use supplements? Actually, I used to 20 years ago, but not really anymore. Maybe once a month, I take a multivitamin or a mineral pill, mostly for the iron, since I'm vegetarian. And in the wintertime, I take vitamin D maybe once every 2 weeks.